If pressure feels exhausting, if holding top position burns your arms, if people keep slipping out even though you feel strong, you're not missing strength, you're missing control. And here's the truth that most people don't understand. Pressure without control is just wasted energy. It's the reason you feel tired after 3 minutes in top position. It's why your arms shake when you're trying to hold someone down. It's why smaller, lighter opponents seem to slip away even when you're convinced you're doing everything right. Today I'll show you how elite coaches teach their athletes to feel when pressure actually works, so you stop forcing it and start letting it land. This isn't about getting stronger. It's not about learning some secret technique. It's about understanding the precise moment when your body position has done enough work that pressure becomes almost effortless. By the end of this, you'll know exactly what to feel for, what to check, and how to stop burning energy on pressure that doesn't stick. At the highest levels of jiu-jitsu, pressure is never rushed. Athletes don't squeeze first. They don't drive forward blindly. They don't panic when someone starts to move underneath them. They wait until control is undeniable. That's why world-class competitors look heavy without looking tense. It's why they can hold dominant positions for minutes without their arms shaking. It's why they seem calm even when their opponent is fighting desperately to escape. And that skill is trained deliberately. It's not a natural gift. It's not about being physically stronger or heavier. It's a learned sensitivity, a trained ability to recognize when the structure beneath you is solid enough to support real pressure. Elite coaching principle. Coaches like John Danaher, whose athletes have dominated recent ADCC events, teach that pressure only works when the hips are controlled, the shoulders are pinned, the opponent's ability to turn is removed. Until those three things exist, pressure is wasted effort. Let's break that down further, because each piece matters. Hip control means the opponent cannot bridge, cannot shrimp, and cannot create the space needed to start an escape. If their hips are free to move, they can generate leverage, and leverage breaks pressure every single time. Shoulder pinning removes upper body mobility. When at least one shoulder is flat to the mat, your opponent loses the ability to frame effectively. Their arms become weak. Their ability to create angles disappears. Removing the turn is the final piece. If someone can turn toward you, they can get to their knees. If they can turn away, they can start to turtle or recover guard. Pressure only works when rotation is eliminated. This same principle shows up across elite teams, even with very different styles. It's not a Danaher-specific idea. It's a universal truth that every high-level coach has arrived at through years of competition and refinement. Cross-team consensus. At Atos Jiu-Jitsu, coached by Andre Galvão, pressure is built layer by layer. Recent world champions from Atos don't rush pins. They connect chest to chest. They stabilize hips first, then pressure increases naturally. Watch footage of Atos black belts in competition and you'll notice something. They never look like they're working hard. Even when they're completely dominating someone, their faces are calm. Their breathing is controlled. They're not straining. That's because they've learned to build pressure in stages. First, they establish chest-to-chest connection. This creates a baseline of control. Then they address the hips, blocking, pinning, or trapping them. Only after that foundation is set do they begin to add their full weight. Meanwhile, at Art of Jiu-Jitsu, under Rafael Mendez, the focus is on angle, alignment, balance. Pressure only comes once balance is completely broken. The Mendez brothers are famous for being light, technical, and incredibly difficult to escape from. Their approach to pressure is different in flavor from Atos, but the underlying principle is identical. Don't force it until the conditions are right. For the Mendez system, that means getting to the perfect angle, the angle where your opponent's structure collapses on its own. It means aligning your body so that your weight funnels directly into their weak points, and it means breaking their balance so completely that they can't generate any counter pressure. Different teams, same rule. Whether you're learning from a Danaher affiliate, training at Atos, studying the Mendez brothers, or following any other elite program, the message is consistent. Control first, pressure second. This isn't a stylistic preference, it's a mechanical reality. Pressure applied without proper control dissipates. It leaks. It gives your opponent opportunities to recover. What ready actually feels like. Here's how elite athletes know they're ready to apply pressure. The opponent can't turn into you. The opponent can't turn away. Their hips feel stuck. Their frames are collapsing on their own. If you still feel like you're holding someone, you're early. Pressure should feel like settling, not squeezing. Think of it this way. When you sit down in a chair, you don't have to squeeze the chair to stay seated. Gravity does the work. Your structure is aligned. The chair supports you. That's what proper pressure feels like in jiu-jitsu. When the conditions are right, you don't have to grip hard. You don't have to push with your arms. You don't have to tense your shoulders. You simply settle your weight, and your opponent feels crushed. But if you're squeezing, straining, or pushing, that's a signal. It means something in your structure isn't right yet. Maybe their hips aren't controlled. Maybe they still have a frame. Maybe you're at the wrong angle. Elite athletes have trained themselves to recognize that feeling instantly. The moment they feel tension in their own body, they pause, they adjust, They don't try to force the pressure to work. Why beginners rush? Most beginners rush pressure because they're afraid of losing position. It makes sense. You work hard to get to mount or side control. You don't want to give it up, so the moment you get there, you clamp down, you squeeze, you try to lock everything in place. But elite coaching flips that fear on its head. Instead of asking, how do I keep them here? Elite athletes ask, how do I remove their ability to leave? That difference changes everything. When you're focused on keeping someone in place, you're reactive. You're responding to their movements. You're trying to counter their escapes as they happen. But when you're focused on removing escape routes, you're proactive. You're controlling the situation before they even attempt to move. This is why high-level competitors look so calm on top. They're not worried about losing position, because they've already eliminated the pathways their opponent would need to escape. And here's the key. When escape routes disappear, pressure becomes effortless. You're not fighting against their movement anymore. You're not trying to hold them down. You're simply existing in a position where they have no good options. That's when you can relax. That's when your breathing slows. That's when pressure stops being exhausting. Beginners think pressure is about effort. Elite athletes know pressure is about geometry. Your fix, a simple control checklist. Before you add pressure, check 3 things. 1. Are their hips pinned or blocked? If their hips can move freely, they can create space, and space is the enemy of pressure. Check. Can they bridge? Can they shrimp? If yes, adjust your position to limit that movement first. 2. Is at least one shoulder flat? A flat shoulder means they've lost upper body mobility. It means their frames are weak. It means they can't generate the angles needed to start an escape. If both shoulders are off the mat, they still have options. Pin one first. 3. Is my weight stacked through my center, not my arms? If your arms are tired, you're doing it wrong. Your weight should drop through your hips, your chest, your core. Your arms are just for fine adjustments, not for holding your entire body up. If you feel strain in your arms, shift your weight until it's flowing through your skeleton, not your muscles. If the answer isn't yes to all 3, don't squeeze yet. Adjust position first. This is exactly how championship athletes conserve energy across long matches. They don't waste effort on pressure that won't stick. They make sure the foundation is perfect. Then they let gravity do the work. And here's what's powerful about this. Once you start checking these 3 things, your jiu-jitsu becomes immediately more efficient. You stop gassing out. You stop feeling like you're fighting to maintain position. You start feeling like positions maintain themselves. Pressure isn't something you force. It's something you earn through control. Every elite coach agrees on this, regardless of style, rule set, or body type. Whether you're studying Danaher's system, Galvane's methodology, the Mendes brothers' approach, or any other world-class program, the principle is the same. Control creates the conditions, pressure is just the result. So next time you're on top, pause, check the hips, check the shoulders, check your weight distribution, and only when all 3 are aligned, settle in, train smarter, and let control do the work.